I'm just getting set up here. Okay, there we go. So now we're all configured for the morning. Okay, guys. So let me just make sure everything is fine here. Let's see who's live, who's not, who's still asleep. I almost didn't get up in time, actually. So it's till 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It's the morning show. And I have it has some Ed updates. He said he's going to wait to come up here a little later on because he wants to get his transfer his license to Florida so that he can get a vehicle down in Florida of his own. Because otherwise, if he got a vehicle in Connecticut and his Connecticut license, then he'd have to bring it all the way back up to Connecticut with a temporary plate. And he doesn't plan to return here permanently, so he basically said, screw that. So I don't particularly blame him. So he said that he's going to stay here since he's in Florida for a while, since he's already paid up in the lodging he's in until the beginning of next month. And so he might just go ahead and refill his bank with his Social Security money, and then he'll go ahead and get his room paid for. Again, get his driver's license transferred to Florida, and then maybe he can find for him a happy little inexpensive vehicle that he can take up to see me in Connecticut. So that's what he's thinking right now. So Ed's not going to be here for a few weeks at very least. For that reason. So just be aware of that. Last night's show was the adult mature theme show, and it did okay. We didn't have any major calamities or fiascos. However, I'll be honest, I think we could probably turn it into a regular monetized video, but now that the show's over, YouTube could review it and then determine if it is suitable for all audiences, but I'm not going to push my luck. As I know some channels don't mind not being monetized by YouTube, but let me explain one thing before I go too far. We had no super chat. We had no ability to receive super chat. We had no it says limited or no ads, which means if you on YouTube Red, I still get some revenue from YouTube Red. We got no notifications. That might be because of nothing to do specifically with that video, but rather had to do with the fact is that we already used up a lot of our notifications originally on the Sunday test. I wonder if that's why. I don't know. But I don't even know if this video has notification. I have no idea if this video got notifications or not. So, given the fact that there's only one person watching with one like, or four. It's 4. I'm going to assume the answer is probably got notifications. I don't know. You tell me. That's what you're good at. That's what you're here. That's what you're my audience. You know, you received the bill or you didn't receive the bill. I don't know. There are a lot of people. The judge in the case, a Chauvin case, is extremely pissed at Maxine Waters right now. He's concerned that what she's done could cause a real problem with the trial and the jury verdict. The National Guard was called out to many major cities to prepare for unrest because of Chauvin's possible verdict. honestly, it could go either way. All right. But more likely he will get a guilty out of him. But the question is since that was agreed was an approved restraining technique, then he didn't use unreasonable force since that was the force role of that police department. So I don't know what that would mean. Okay, that's cool, mate. I'm glad you got the bell. You want to join the public group? I can get you in the public group. Let me get the public group open anyway. I didn't even open that one yet. I'm just kind of waking up, so to speak. Actually, Michelle's already up, but yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to sort these. I'm gonna have to sort this sooner or later. I got so many notifications. Main Google Meets link. So let me get this one ready. Join now. Okay, it works. And most certainly is a guilty verdict. Yeah. Yeah, I don't deny that. At least application of deadly force. I definitely think, if anything, it should be a warning sign for police departments all over the country that they need to be more careful with what they're doing. And I don't. By the way, Meg, you can join me now. There was one thing I forgot to ask you. You said something about on a Sunday show. I should come up and show you my laptop, which is even older. I didn't even ask you where are you from. I didn't even ask you approximately what town are you in. What state are you in? All right. Okay. Yeah, I was outside. By the way, today is gonna be warmer at night. Oh, you're in Virginia. Okay. Okay, Virginia. Well, Virginia. I've never been to Virginia. How's housing in Virginia? Is Virginia cheap? Oh, so you're gonna definitely be seeing the inside of your eyeballs when you go to bed tonight. What kind of job do you do anyway? To be pulling 72-hour shifts. It's for lovers. Virginia is for lovers. What does that mean? Hi, Stan. How you doing? Yeah, well, I think the judge is thinking about that too. But I mean, the judge is equally pissed off at Maxine Waters because he's concerned that she's stirring up the stinky pot. And I gotta agree with the judge on this. You know, her involvement in this could be sending a very dangerous precedent. And I do agree with McCarthy that she should be censured. Um, let's see. Mallory Green wants her thrown completely out of this house. So I mean, I don't know why she would be saying is that they need to protest more. I mean, this is I do agree with you in part, but she's stirring up the pot. Was she stirring up the pot stirring up the pot for Rodney King too when he was the issue? Again, it was sort of similar. Excessive police force. Except I believe it involved a handgun. Not a kneeing on a guy's neck. Oh. So you do furniture restoration. Okay. Speaking of that, people wondered if I was ever gonna redo that little table that's in my living room. I would like to eventually. But I don't have a sanding machine to sand it down and refinish it and then put some polyurethane on it. At least it's made out of real wood. It's not MDF. It's. Yeah, so as far as the situation goes with Rodney King, I think that should be a warning for anybody. Because Rodney King's situation resulted in so much anger. And it wasn't just in the United States. I can assure you, a lot of other countries seriously wondered what was going on with our police forces using force against people. And some people really don't like. I'm just trying to find. I gotta get the public link back up. I accidentally closed it. Oh, where is it? There it is. So, like I said, there's a lot of people who seriously question the way we do policing in the United States. Okay, I got Megan wants to join us. Hello, how you doing?
What?
Yeah, how's it going today?
Good. Yeah, Virginia's for lovers. You haven't heard of that?
Okay. No, I have not heard of that.
That's our state slogan or whatever motto.
Okay. How's the prices? How's the prices expensive. For houses? Are the prices for housing good enough too to make people want to love your state?
No, they don't love the taxes. They don't love. Yeah, no, it's pretty pricey here.
So in other words, the state's slogan is a paradox.
It is. It is indeed. How's the laptop?
Yeah. Stan says Maxine Myers is playing her part of the system. The laptop is fine. I haven't done much with it today, but he says here Maxine Myers is playing her part in the system's divide and conquer control apparatus. The more riding, the more the boot heel comes down on all of our necks. Thanks a lot. Interesting comparison. However, yet the Democrats were screaming at Donald Trump, saying he was trying to incite the riot on Inauguration Day, and he wasn't specifically trying to incite anything. However, the Democrats couldn't even acquit him because the Republicans were in control. Now it's the opposite. Now Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying is says, look, and so is McCarthy. Maxine Waters is doing the same BS that Trump was accused of, and we got a cold, red-handed right on camera saying it.
But the thing is, too, Michelle, is that those people, the people that rioted at the Capitol and the people that will, riot in the streets are basically, they would do it anyway, incited or not.
Right. But what comes down to is why
they don't need encouragement.
Yeah, exactly. When that's what Maxine Waters is doing, is she's trying to throw encouragement into it.
Right.
Or Donald Trump said, we want to go down there peacefully.
No, come on. You know what he... well, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you entirely on that. I mean, obviously, I've listened to his...
I watched the whole entire speech.
Me too, several times. And,
yeah.
Yeah,
but did you realize that some of the attackers were actually not even part of Trump's support? They were the opposition. Some of them were part of White Lives Matter. Some of them were part of Black Lives Matter. Some of them were part of Antifa. And so, yeah, like you said, if they're going to want to break something, they're going to break something.
That's right. And, did you hear about the White Lives Matter? I guess it was this past weekend, organized a march in New York, and one guy showed up. I'm sorry, but that's funny.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, officer, you can see we're peaceful. I'm the only one here.
Yeah, we really wouldn't have to worry about those. But yeah, one guy, one
guy. Yeah,
one guy.
So, how old are you approximately?
How old am I? 48.
Okay, so you're about 5 years younger than me. All right.
Oh, really? I thought we were the same age.
Well, pretty close. All right.
Well, you look good. You look good.
All right, thank you. How do you like the ears?
I love the ears. Are these the new ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happier with the color? I think the color works.
I think the color better matches my real skin. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me switch over to the other camera here so you can see it from the side. I can't really see it from here. Let's see. All right, there you go. You can see. Ow. You can see that they match the skin pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do. Are they as comfortable as the other ones?
They are comfortable. They're the same manufacturer. Yeah. You're talking about the little small ears or the other big ears?
The other big ears.
They're from the same company, so they don't feel any different.
Oh, I thought maybe they were different because the color was so different.
I think the other one was the unpainted latex.
I see.
Yeah, I should maybe, because it takes so long to get here. Maybe next time I'll buy a couple sets from the same company.
Yeah, really. Yep.
So that way,
how long did they take? It seemed like it did take a long time.
It took 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's a long time.
From the Ukraine, yeah. So I definitely want to get more ears, and also there's still a good sounds are promising we're still going to get a recurring stimulus out of this, because people in the House have said the same thing they said is this is baloney. If we want to guarantee a guaranteed recovery, We need to give everybody infusion of money on a regular basis. This is not going to work.
Right. Until we get all the vaccinations and all that, herd immunity kind of established, I guess. We really need to stimulate the economy. I mean,
yeah. Well, what about yourself? What about you say you do furniture restoration?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I've been doing now because when COVID hit, I lost the job that I had.
What was that?
So, I was a healthcare provider.
Oh, okay.
And for the elderly, and I lost that. Well, I didn't lose it. I chose to leave it.
So you were like a PCA, personal care attendant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that, of course, that was chaos. So I left that, and I just figured, well, I know how to, fix stuff. I might as well do something. And actually, I've made better money.
Yeah,
recently.
if you're pulling 72-hour days, you're finishing.
Yeah,
furniture.
that's the hard part about being your own boss, isn't it, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is no clock. I can't just.
Right.
Yeah.
Even in my case, even though some people think that just my channel is pretty low, easy going, there is a little bit of work that goes behind the scenes.
No, it's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has just showing up every day is.
Oh yeah, trust me. There are days I basically just want to sleep in like Garfield and say screw it.
I guarantee it.
I don't want to do a morning show. Like this morning was almost like that. I was like, I actually didn't mean to. I was watching a really cool, weird dream and something about trying to find my original cat Dusty, involving animal rescue that thought he was a stray, and then found out that they thought he was a stray cat and took him in and adopted him out, and then well, at least the person that had him was willing to let him come back to see his dad. His dad was happy to see him.
Oh, nice. Nice. That sounds like a good dream. I wouldn't have wanted to get up.
Sounds like what appropriate for Happy Father's Day, considering that Rusty is his father.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Bloodline. Rusty's adorable. He's a great cat.
His son Dusty was, and then he's smaller. I mean, really, they're both big cats. Even before Dusty was never fixed.
Right.
And he was still a bruiser, like his old man is now, who is fixed. And his son took up like just as much room as his dad did on everything.
Oh.
The two would be an equal match if they ever got into a fight, that's for sure.
No, for real. Michelle, did you get are you gonna still get your hair done?
Not yet. I'm going to consider doing it because right now there's two reasons I'm waiting. The main reason is we still don't got the recurring stimulus yet.
Right.
Okay. And I still got to pay for the rest of the mattress. Now, this month's payment from YouTube should be about $180. I'm going to say once they take their cut of the commission out of it.
Right.
And then I could go ahead and I could put that towards the mattress for the month of well, as soon as it comes in, I can go pay right out to the mattress company.
Right.
And that way I don't have to worry about paying except maybe another $200 next month. And then maybe I can pay them another $200 if we can get
get that thing paid off.
Right. Because
what's your loan look like? I mean, how many months do you have to pay for this said mattress?
Interest free? Well, it's supposed to be for 1 year.
Interest free for a year, so it's what is it, like 18 months?
No, it would be 12 months, but it would be like minimum payment of like $77, just approximately. And I was like, well, that's great. But right now I'm living on the stimulus money to pay for this mattress. So, That's the reason why we're not doing hair until after the mattress is paid for, because
Gotcha.
because the hair I don't have to worry about the repo guy taking it off my head. Can't say the
Right.
same thing and take it off my bed frame, and I'd be like, "What am I going to sleep on?" That's your
Wait a
problem,
minute.
bitch.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
So
Yeah, and that hair, people don't realize how expensive that crap is.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's $891 mattress package. So $97 mattress package. The delivery, the new one, tossing them the old one, recycling
right.
fee. Oh my god! But it still makes a difference. By the
Yeah.
way, I
Oh,
found out I have an approximate cost how much it costs to get these ears molded for real to my skull. They're pretty expensive. They're like
I bet. How much?
well, if they were the small typical pixie ears that some people get, those are like $24,000.
Oh,
And that's assuming you can find a plastic surgeon to do it that is comfortable with the procedure. But for
right.
what I
What
want to
does
get
that
done,
consist of anyway?
they're
Or,
gonna
or
need to get skin from somewhere else.
your
My
butt?
my belly's got a lot of skin, so I would have to get.
Yeah.
They'd have to take some off my gut. And while you're at it, could you back them out the fat, please, too?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to be able to. If I was getting a skin graft, I want to be able to pick the spot for sure.
Yeah, definitely pick it from that. It would be good. Lots of tissue there.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that's exactly what they would have to do, because they have to make and shape your skin and make it synthetic air that would go be stitched onto your head where these
Right.
latex hairs are. So you're talking a lot of work to do that. So I'm gonna say conservatively, I guess I'm gonna say it's probably about 200, maybe $120,000.
Wow.
I because I looked at the price to one guy in Brazil that did, and that was a pretty good conservative number. But then he did a lot more than elf ears. Trust me, he did a
Right.
lot more than that. I mean, he did a complete face reconstruction.
Oh, good grief.
So he had the money to do it. I mean, he was well financially equipped to do that.
Right.
I couldn't afford to do that.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd want to have my whole face. I don't know. It just seems like a lot. Now I get the ear thing. I do
Oh,
get that.
I would like to get the ears in, but honestly, I think it's going to probably be more like a matter of, well, I don't think I can get the ears in at the price I can afford.
Right.
So Mother God and I talked about it. She said, well, since the latex ones work fine, just pick up more adhesive. Make sure you have plenty of it on hand and a few spare sets in case these ears ripped out.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go. And besides that, I
because
mean,
she already agreed with me on my next life. She says, you want to go and live with the real blood elves. That's not a problem. We can put that. We can amend your life chart. After all, most people don't write the life chart before they're dead. You and Lemmy wrote the life chart before you even died. So it's got plenty of room for amending it.
mm-hmm.
And she said to me, "I think that would be a wonderful opportunity for you, because I think you would enjoy the challenge, because it'll
Oh, yeah.
be a new experience, and you guys do like experiences. You're not into just doing the same old, same old."
Right. I know. Yeah. Yeah, you get bored because you're constantly thinking.
Right. And let's see. Burger Boy says, if you get to be a blood elf later on, then maybe just you stick on ears in this life. Yeah, well, we're just talking about that.
Yeah, she'll have the regular ears then.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, should buy a couple extra pairs of ears from the seller in Ukraine, and just have a couple spares on hand just in case,
Right.
Or maybe you want to have an elf party and put ears in everybody else's guests or something. Probably not, but anyway, yeah. I mean, I wear these things every day. I wear them out in public. I wear them to the soup kitchen. I wear them to the
I would
store,
too.
everywhere.
Yep.
So Nobody seems to bat an eye against it. Actually, I
Well,
got a lot
that's
of people
good.
thought they looked good. Actually,
I do too. I think they look great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being unique. Trust and
right?
believe that. Well, how does your mask go over your ears?
Yeah. So I mean, like I bought them in like so. If I bought 10 pairs, it cost me about $140. I bet the seller would be pretty excited. You mean you want 10 pairs of skin tone painted ears? That's gonna take me a while.
Can you pierce them?
Hmm?
Can you?
Of course you can pierce them.
Yeah,
Absolutely. You could put
that's
pierce.
what you need to do. You need.
You might want to seriously consider like putting some underwires underneath to make sure that they don't sag under the weight of your earrings.
True.
But yeah, I mean, you can pierce them.
Oh, it'd be awesome. You should pierce yours, and I'll look
I got
for
my
a
real
pair
ears
of
are
them.
pierced. Yeah, my real ears are neat for pierced. I hardly
Right.
ever wear jewelry though. So
Yeah. Then there's that.
yeah.
But
Right
it might
now,
be a nice
I feel a
addition.
little sad for Monica because Monica felt like she made a mistake, and so she kind of distanced herself from my channel,
Oh no.
and that's very common with people with mental depression is that they think that it's their fault and
Right.
they basically isolate themselves. That's not good. I don't want her to feel isolated. I don't want her to be isolated.
I know she's a lovely person. I
I know
really
she
like
is,
Monica.
and she cares about people, and I really don't want her to be isolated. So I'm really
No,
worries me that she's chosen to take such an approach to turn herself into a hermit. That bothers me a lot because
it's not healthy.
it's not healthy,
I
especially
hope that she
especially when she
maybe.
thinks that she, especially when she thinks that she's the one who's guilty of doing a crime or something. You didn't do a
Yeah.
crime. You just expressed your opinion. There's nothing
And
wrong
you're
with that.
allowed to have one. Everybody is, you know.
I'm doing
I mean,
fine.
it's
How are you? Michelle,
poor thing. I
okay,
hope
Craig
she
Senior
knows.
says, Michelle, good morning. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. I hope you're doing well. Enjoy your new bed and laptop and my new ears, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got the new ears and everything. How many of you guys, let me just show the rest of the crowd the ears. I bet some of them probably never really noticed them very well because they're kind of hard to see from the front here.
And your earphones.
I'm just gonna take off my headphones. So you can see these are the new ears, and you can see. I'm not used to looking at them. You can see how well it blends in with my real ears. They they blend in pretty well. So these are the new ears, and what we're saying is this. Maybe what you should do is buy like a couple pairs of spares, and then get some extra adhesive, the Pro Aid glue, and then so you have plenty on hand. They make bigger containers than this. This is the 1 ounce.
Yeah, but isn't how much is the 1 ounce, Michelle? It's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, I can get the 2 ounce, or I can get an 8 ounce container. At least the stuff will last me for a couple of years.
Oh, good.
Yeah, or at least a year, depending on how much I use. It's not that super expensive, but it's better than spirit gum because it doesn't smell funky, and number two, it's supposed to be water soluble, but at the same time, it is FDA approved as a medical prosthetic adhesive. So it's safe for use for long term use on the skin.
Yeah, I can't remember her name now, but she lives at the slabs,
Yeah.
and she is missing a limb, and she uses that stuff you use.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, well, as I said, it's FDA approved for medical applications. So, yeah. Let me have the camera switched on so you can see it. Okay. So, come on. Thank you. I don't know. Those are the ears. This is the ears. And like I said, I accidentally I switched the camera over, but I didn't, so you couldn't see it. Like I said before, you can see that it blends in really well. And this glue is like super strong. It's not the weakest stuff in the world.
Right. So
Maybe
you're not
it's
gonna
not the
sweat it
super
off, or
maybe it's
know.
not the super most strong stuff in the world. It's not Gorilla Glue. Oh my God.
Good God, don't do it.
Yeah, what happens if you rip your latex ears and then, oh shit, I gotta take them off.
You'll be having ear surgery, but not the kind you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
There was a story about a woman for Halloween. She was wearing those fake fangs that you stick on your teeth, and like the glue wouldn't come off.
Oh my God.
So she had to go to the dentist to chisel off the fake fangs.
Oh, no way.
And
yeah.
So
that's awful.
Oh, it costed her some money, it's for sure.
Well, that's nothing. I know this lady that apparently she was dating a man who felt a little inadequate.
Yeah.
And apparently was using a prosthetic himself with some glue and got stuck.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it got stuck on him. And
stuck on you.
Yeah. Stuck on you.
I can just mention the song there by I forget the name of the singer. You know the one, Stuck on You. On my way. I beg you to stay.
Yeah, I don't think he could pee.
Imagine if two people get stuck to each other, they couldn't stand each other.
Oh my God.
I mean, I could just see me and Patty being stuck to each other like two conjoined twins.
Oh, Jesus. No, that would be a freaking nightmare.
Maybe it might be a good way to become really good friends, though, after a while.
Yeah, you'd be forced to.
I can't get away from you. You can't get away from me, so we might as well work together. Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, right. No choice. Or who is it, or who was it? I don't know whether it was Aztecs, but somebody, a third world country, when a person killed another person, they would attach the corpse to their bodies and leave them in the desert.
Oh, really?
I kind of liken you being stuck to Patty as about that enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, except that she's breathing and screaming and yelling and whining.
Yeah, that's almost worse.
It would have been better if she was knocked out cold first.
Yeah. Sorry, Patty, not sorry.
But you know, the thing is, though, I really still do miss her.
Yeah, I know.
It's just that, you know, I think she took advantage of the situation.
She was a control freak, and she wasn't looking out really for your best interest.
No. She was looking out for herself. But the thing is when I told her that I'm staying in my apartment, like, she threw a temper tantrum like a lover that was basically told it's over.
I know. And didn't she get rid of some of your stuff? And
yeah, later on, she threw a lot of my stuff in the tip.
Yep.
Like the thing is,
animals.
Yeah. Now my stuffed animals, she didn't touch those.
Oh, she didn't. Good.
Yeah, she didn't touch my stuffed animals.
Okay.
She threw away my original pentacle. She threw away my my turntable cartridge from my my turntable.
Yeah.
She threw away my preamp from my turntable cartridge. Not really anything irreplaceable, but it's just the fact is that
it's the point.
The point was is that she was so gung-ho to get rid of me, and then when I came by to pick up the stuff, she was screaming at me like a lover that was lover scorn, like kind of thing.
How
like,
could you?
You're going back to her. Go get the hell out of here. Just get your crap and go. I'm like, fine.
Jesus.
It's like
what happened?
I came by to pick up the rest of my stuff with my friend. My landlord brought his truck over, And like I said, she was screaming at me like a girlfriend that was mad that you're leaving. Like,
oh my God.
I was like, I thought we were just friends.
Yeah, what gives?
That doesn't sound like a friendship argument. That sounds like you're leaving me? You're leaving me? I'm like,
yeah.
It made me feel really bad because I still thought she was a really nice person. She has the charm. She can turn it on. She can turn it off.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I just, I don't know. I really kind of wish it could have worked out.
You were miserable.
Yeah. If she was just accept the fact that I still wanted to do my own thing. So she could have.
Right.
I wanted her to do her own things too, but she was always like, I'm going to stay here with you 24 hours a day.
And
Who
then
told you that?
Yourself from Lumi as if that's an option. I mean, she's just juvenile.
I don't think she ever grew up.
I don't either. I'm stunned. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in some ways she grew up, in some ways she didn't grow up.
Right.
Okay. This is like the old saying, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
And
speaking of which, good segue, Michelle. Has Micah been on his own there, or it seems pretty quiet?
You mean homeless Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet guy. He's not here today, but yeah, usually he's pretty quiet, but a bit messy. I don't know too many tourists that are not messy, at least to some extent.
Yeah, I know.
And he does enjoy the quality of life called food.
No doubt. Yeah, and a phone whenever he needs it, and a place to smoke.
What's your sun sign anyway?
Virgo, or wait.
Yeah.
Virgo, and then I'm Scorpio, but my sun sign is
your sun sign is Virgo, or is it Scorpio?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's why
I don't really know what that means, Michelle.
Well, okay. Well, you can look up some videos on what your sun sign means, but you can even check out Cafe Astrology. It might help explain some of it.
Okay.
I'll leave that for you to do. If you're truly a Virgo, you know how to rise up there, hold the keyboard, and use the internet to do stuff.
Yes, I do.
Anyway, so I got a lot of friends in this channel that are Virgos and Scorpios and some Tauruses, and
yeah, I noticed that.
And locally, I got a Libra friend.
Do we? Oh, I haven't heard of any Leos. Well, Blazing Leo, but I don't know. She's not a Leo.
Blazing Leo is one. Rachel is a Leo also.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we do got a couple.
Yeah.
What's Bubba?
Right. Child be childlike, not childish. Well, that's the thing with her. I still doesn't mean that I don't kind of wonder if it could ever work out between us. Cafe Astrology said, forget it. Because I took the compatibility where I compared her day natal chart with mine. I entered in her place of birth, which is the same place as mine, and was the same hospital and everything, but was 9 years earlier than me. I entered her month of birth, her day of birth, her time of birth, and the thing basically said, forget it.
Oh my God. Wrap it up. This is a wash.
Yeah.
That's
funny. This one was a wash.
Yeah. So you're getting company soon.
Maybe. You see, because Mike Ed has said to me that he might want to wait until May because he wants to go ahead and see about getting his driver's license, and so he can get himself a car, and then he'll be able to drive up here.
Right. So, yeah, that would be a big help, and then he'll have a car while he's visiting. That would be good too.
And that would be good too, because then we could at least go some places, and then maybe if he gets a minivan, maybe he can eventually do a van conversion so he can sleep in the back.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. Yep.
It can't work if she's not going to respect you, Michelle. Compromise is one thing, but respect is important. Sounds like she didn't respect your stuff for you. Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I get along with almost everybody. But like I said, is I'm more Virgo than she is in some ways. But she acted more like a Pisces.
Oh no.
It's kind of funny because I have another friend that's a Pisces, and she's the most beautiful person you could ever meet.
My dad is a Pisces, and I absolutely love him, but I've never really had any luck with any others.
Yeah. So you got along good with your dad, but you didn't get along too well with other ones, huh?
That's something about the Pisces. They always seem so wishy-washy to me.
Yeah, some of them are definitely like the one that I know. She's definitely very, very flighty. She likes
Right.
She's kind of like everywhere.
Yeah, I can't stay on one task to save their ass.
But I'm supposed to be I'm born in Aquarius, but I don't even act like one. I looked at what supposedly what the Aquarian traits are versus the Virgo traits.
Yeah.
I don't have most of the Aquarius traits. I don't have.
I don't know. Aquarius is creative and
they're
usually
creative. They're free spirited.
intelligent.
Okay. All right, I kind of am a little free spirit. Hint, hint, hint,
yes, you've got a couple of those traits, Michelle.
Okay, but at the same time, you know, some of the I can tell you is that I watched a lot of videos comparing Virgo and Aquarius, and I even took a test that said what is your real sign? That's what it was called. And I took the test, and I'm only 70% Aquarius, and I'm 100% Virgo.
Well,
it's not a scientific test, so don't take it seriously. Well, I'm kind of taking it seriously because I already researched this topic.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
My sun sign is Pisces, and moon sign is Gemini. Okay, Stan. And of course, we know Bubba is Gemini.
Bubba's Gemini, the twins.
Yeah, the twins.
Yeah, I don't know very many Geminis, I don't think.
They're pretty cool. They're an air sign. They're more like the vocal side of the air signs.
Right.
Oh yeah, we know another famous Gemini. His name is Donald J. Trump.
Ah, boo. I love Bubba, but that's it. I can't get on. I love you too, Michelle, but yeah, I find that man just totally abrasive and grotesque. But other than that,
I think some of the thing with Trump is he has the New York personality on top of his Gemini nature. So you know,
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, but that's the way New York is anyway. That's the way a lot of New Yorkers are. They're either too much or they're not enough.
Though. Yeah. We got a bunch of people moving here from like up New York and DC, Baltimore.
Right.
Yeah. They're all coming out here to the burbs.
Yeah. And the rents are getting really high up there too. Never mind buying
it's just jacking everything up for those of us that have been stuck here.
How many people going to the Midwest? I was thinking about going to Missouri.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. What's in Missouri?
I'm an Aquarius and I make art music. Okay. I actually was thinking about, I was listening to a song by Maria Osmond from her album called Welcome to My Little Corner of the World.
Oh.
And I kept thinking to myself, why don't I make a slideshow with Silvermoon and sync it to the music?
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, but unfortunately, would I be able to get it to play, or would YouTube scream at me about it? This is a copyrighted song, dumbass!
I hate that we can't play music. I hate that.
I know. It's like, first of all, you used to have a database that you could cross-reference to see if music was kosher or not to be played on YouTube.
Right.
They don't have the database anymore.
I know. I think that's low, but also it is kind of a pretty smart yet sneaky way to weed out people that they possibly don't want on their platform anyway.
Maybe, but I mean, they say, well, there's one way to test it, and that is that you can go ahead and mark your video is private,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can go through and scan it to make sure it's suitable. Now, since I was going to upload it to my other channel anyway, because it's a gaming type video,
right?
I mean, I could have uploaded to this channel, which I would love to, but I already know that then
it's not going to fly.
Then MGM Music is going to take their share sweet money out of it. You know,
that's right.
Or MGM or what? I don't know who owns MGM these days.
Or whoever, yeah. I don't know who owns that.
I mean, if it's Sony Music Entertainment, at least I have a chance, even if they take 100% of the content. Right. That's like, then what's the point? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying hard on a video.
In my own way, I'm trying to tell a story here.
Right.
That I feel ties in with what Marie Osmond's singing about, right? My little corner of the world.
Right. And I love Sailor Moon.
In fact, you want me to look at the lyrics? I'll just read them to you real quick. I mean, it's
all right.
Yeah, let me look that up real quick. Because that would be, we do the morning show. We do all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, maybe it's not as crazy as the night show, but we do stuff. So let me see if I can find the lyrics. Come on, Kurt. Mouse, trackball. Hey, thank you. Okay, so I know this thing's a pain. All right, so Marie Osmond, my little corner. Okay, it's Marie Osmond, my little corner of the world lyrics.
All right. Does she still make dolls, Michelle?
I think she's a grandmom now. I don't know if she's still performing.
Right.
All right. Okay. Is what I got here. Her full name was Olive Maria. 1959.
Oh, she should have kept the name Olive. I love that.
Is American singer, actress, and doll designer, and a member of the show business family, the Osmonds. Although she was never part of her family's singing group, she gained success in solo country music artists in the 1970s and 1980s. Her best known song is a cover of the song Country Belle called Paper Roses in 1976, and her singer brother, Donny Osmond, began hosting the TV variety show called Donny Marie. Okay, so, yeah, the Donny Marie show.
Right.
So she's not that much older than Ed or the other person I know. Here's the lyrics, though. So I'm reading this to you. Come along with me to my little corner of the world and dream a little dream in my little corner of the world. Tonight, my love, we'll share a sweet embrace. We'll soon forget there is any other place. And if you care to stay in my little corner of the world, then we can hide away in my little corner of the world. I always knew I'd find someone like you. So welcome to my little corner of the world. And if you care to stay in my little corner of the world, then we can hide away in my little corner of the world. So this is like I guess this is like the chorus. I always knew that I'd find someone like you. So welcome to my little corner of the world. And
I love that song.
You could play it too, but I really don't want to get into trouble with this until.
No, I don't want you to either. But I'm definitely going to listen to that later.
Yeah, because I mean, like what YouTube said you can do is, if you're not sure, it's just upload the video with the music on it, and then they will scan it, and then the only thing is they don't do is they don't tell you how to get licensing, which is something that they really need to do.
I know.
So they should be saying is, oh, you want to play this piece of music? Okay, well, you need to talk to this license holder at this company to arrange for this song to be usable, and you need to come back with the appropriate documentation. Then I'd be like, fine, like I'll do that.
Right.
That's
not. Yeah, I mean, if they could do that much, that'd be fine.
I mean, because they got the database of who the publisher is, and who the company is. Why can't you share this information with us ahead of time until it's hard to contact them to get licensing?
Right. No, because that just makes
so. I don't know if you know anything about video games, but if you ever did, and you probably know what I mean. If you watch my World of Warcraft channel, you know something I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't game, but I don't have anything against.
But you probably would. You probably seen Silvermoon when I'm on the other channel. You've seen the
yeah, Sailor Moon, yeah.
Silvermoon, yeah. So you can just visualize a slideshow.
Oh yeah, with that song,
how it would go perfectly with that song.
It would.
Yes, it would.
It would be great. I think you should try it anyway.
Well, obviously, I think what it would do is first it will take a lot of snapshots of Silvermoon. Not really play it as a game, but just switch it to maybe from my eyes as the character, switching to turn off all the fancy graphics and special effects and stuff. And
right.
Just so you would see it like if you were just walking through a normal city and not see like little things telling you what they are or who they are above your head.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice in real life that actually was an option? Or you could actually turn on nameplates above people's heads?
That would help me.
I'm looking for Joe Smith. Oh, he's the guy with the yellow name tape. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, I always, like, if you ever hear me say, oh, hey, mama, or hey, man, that's because I have no clue what their name is.
Yeah.
I suck with names.
So anyway, that's what I wanted to do. So I was listening to the song yesterday. I was meditating, and then all of a sudden I started thinking of Silvermoon. And I started mentally in my head, started putting the coming up with a slideshow idea. I was listening to the song by Marie Osmond. I was like, oh yeah, this would work. I said, this is almost perfect. It sounds like this song is perfect for this whole video.
Made for it. Yep.
Welcome to my little corner of the world. Yeah. And then she has a couple other songs that she did too. She's done a few covers from other songs too.
Yeah.
For example, she did Somebody's Fool by Connie Francis.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the original Connie Francis one too. So,
man, I'd love to hear your setup, your stereo sometime.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
If you join my Patreon, if you put $1 in as a pledge each month, you can actually listen to me sing at a couple concerts I've done.
That's what I was gonna. Yes, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, you should. If you can afford to put $1 a month in, you can go through my Patreon and you can download all kinds of stuff you probably never heard of.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll look into that, Michelle. I certainly will.
So anyway, I talked to Mother God about the blood elves real quick. She said, you're gonna have a good time, that's for sure. Because I said, is there a world like in the World of Warcraft where they're always in conflict? She says, no, it's not.
Oh, good.
They have conflicts between several different factions and different groups, but it's not a main focus of their lives. She said, and she said to me, I'm glad that you asked that. Millionaire question is, what is the real blood elf culture like? Because she says everybody thinks like this because some creator got inspired from one of our people about what the blood elf community would be like, that they think that everybody's all violence. Most of them are not even violent people. They're just like everybody else here on Earth. You got your factions, but she told me there's three major factions in the blood elves. The first faction believes strongly in magic, not so much in science. The second group is one that strongly believes in science and doesn't care about magic. And then there's the third group, which is that likes and embraces both science and magic. You know, so it's almost like a religious practice in some ways.
Right.
And I said, well, what happens if you happen to be born in a group that love magic because you can't do magic? She says, then you're considered disabled.
Oh, wow.
Because that's a major issue. If you can't do any kind of magic at all,
right,
then in that culture you're considered disabled.
Yeah,
and sometimes
sense.
what people then if they're don't have any other infirmities is they might choose to join the other group, which either believes in science or believes in science and magic. At least they can be a functional part of that society.
Right.
You know.
So what part? Which are you?
I love, and it goes right along with what I.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would love to be able to do magic and spells. For example, being able to heal people and someone's at my door. 1 minute. It's Mike, I think. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Oh. Did I say his name 3 times? I can't see the chat, guys. Just know I'm there in spirit.
Go ahead. Still on my show right now, and I'm getting ready to go to the soup kitchen in about an hour. Hopefully it'll be something good today.
Yeah, yesterday I couldn't really eat that food yesterday. That sausage was kind of gross.
Oh, what is it? Sausage or kielbasa? What is the kielbasa?
Sausage.
Really? Did you throw it away?
No, I put it back in the fridge. I was going to try to heat it up for today, but if I want it, I might just throw it out.
Why don't you just put it in the garbage if you don't want it?
I put it back in the fridge.
Because we're going to be getting some of our food in the soup kitchen anyway. So, all right. So let me see here.
It's like Beetlejuice.
I do a couple of songs that I get copyright claims. It's not a strike. They just won't monetize the video. I think if the video makes money, it goes to the publisher. Well, that's why we'll probably be uploading it to my channel anyway.
Right.
If anything, channel a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I have been promoting your channel, and when I remember, I always
Do you ever wear tights? Not recently. I could get tights.
Can't stand them. They're itchy.
Yeah, itchy, and they make you really feel weird. Like sometimes it makes you feel really hot, and then the wind goes across them, and all of a sudden you feel like you're freezing.
Cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like them. They're itchy.
Yeah. Used to have some beautiful ones that had a beautiful lace pattern on them. I never found that lace pattern ever again because the company that made that pattern went out of business. And they were like, and they got ripped, and I went, oh man, I wanted to get out there.
Oh yeah, Michelle, I was telling you, I found a snow. No kidding, I kid you not, a snow queen. Little, I don't know whether you'd call it it's this lady that makes art from, I want to say 10. She makes these little characters.
Okay.
And she just so happened to have made a snow queen. And I found her at an antique shop, and I cannot wait to send her to you.
I hope it'll survive the trip.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure I pack it up right.
Right.
But I was super excited when I found it. That's the first thing I thought of you, and I was like, oh, I must have it. I have to have it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love her. She's perfect.
How big is she?
She's about 4 inches tall, and you can hang her in your window or from a lamp or wherever you want.
I'll probably just leave it on the table.
Oh, she's precious. I think you'll like her. You don't have to like her, but
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna send that out as soon as I get a chance.
Yeah, so what I could do is obviously I did do a video tour of Silvermoon once before, but out to me, I could easily take that same tour and take it. I'm going to do a fresh show, just do fresh pictures, like a slideshow, and then I'll just put them together.
Yeah,
and obviously, like we'll take a picture first of the entrance to the city, and then you walk into the city.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, take some live action and some still frames out at the same time.
Oh, sure. Why not?
And then they'll do it both before and after I add the music and see what it looks like. And a nice little title shot.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you working on anything else?
No, not right now. I don't really have anything else to work on right now. I do have plans to finish fixing my old turntable. I got to get a replacement spring. You see, the idler wheels. I don't want to get technical. I don't know much technology, but one of the springs on my turntable, I ruined it when I was a teenager, and so it doesn't properly hold the idler wheel against the motor, so the speed's not constant. Right. So
what did you do?
I ordered some new
pennies or something on the arm.
No. It's the spring that pushes against the motor, which drives the turntable platter.
I gotcha. Right.
Okay. So the thing I thought it was not enough tension. The problem was the spring was the idler wheel was actually dried out hard as a rock rubber. So I thought I put more tension on the spring. I didn't have the money to buy the spring, so I just basically pulled the spring tauter. The problem was that I ruined the spring. So I needed to get a new spring. So I found some springs from this doll company that makes dolls, mechanical dolls and stuff. And it looks like it's the right size springs. So I bought 2 different sizes. And I got 4 pack of springs each. One of them unstretched was about 2 centimeters. The other one is about 1 3/4 centimeters. So see if one of the 2 springs is close to the right size. So it's going to give some tension. It can't be any worse than the original spring that's in there, which is kind of it turns Donny Osmond into an old guy. Probably what he sounds like right now if he was to start singing right now.
Yeah.
Old guy that sounds like his better days are long past.
Well.
And of course, it made Marie Esmond sound like an old woman too. It was like, good grief. Fix this.
Yeah.
Please. I'm sure I could fix it Audacity, but excuse me, I'm not going to be running Audacity when I'm playing a record live.
Yeah, really. Oh, and also, is that your only record player?
No, I have 2. I have a Crossley also.
That's what I thought.
So right now we're using the Crossley. Everybody likes to make jokes about Crossleys, but the truth is the Crossley's not that bad.
I don't think so.
Put a good quality, replacement cartridge. I mean, needle on it from a reputable manufacturer that fits on the body, and you're ready to go. You don't have to worry about using that cheap little thing that comes from Crossley. That needle's garbage anyway. It's sapphire. So if you really seriously want to stick with the sapphires ones, buy a lot of them because you're going to wear them out really fast.
Yeah.
So buy like a 10-pack of them because you're going to be replacing them about every 100 hours of play.
Right. So you know what I found? I found a I guess it was like a parlor radio tubes.
Yeah.
It was it's a Brunswick.
Okay.
And it works. It's just the knob for the AM FM thing, it sticks. But where it sticks, it plays just fine. It's
You're probably going to have to lubricate it. and you're also going to you will need to recap it.
Okay.
So I wouldn't use it right now unless you can get an electronics guy to go through it and make sure everything's electrically safe to run.
Okay.
Because you don't want to blow up those tubes in it. If the capacitor goes bad, it shorts. You could blow out the power supply. You could blow out the tube. So I would just say, and you never know, the cord is probably brittle and old too.
No, it's in great shape.
Oh, either way, just try to find somebody who knows about electronics to go through it and do a proper recap.
Okay.
And make sure it's operating properly. Maybe Mr. Carlson's lab can do it for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what he does. He recaps, restores old tube gear. He's the one that's closest to us in this area.
Oh, I didn't know.
Unless you want to go ahead and send your radio away to Shango in California.
No.
or a radio phone on that. Maybe radio TV phone on that might be closer. I don't know where he's located.
I'll have to look. Yeah, but it's a pretty big piece. It's got the whole,
Yeah.
It's in the furniture, all that. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I think probably somebody's probably gonna have to come here. That's what I'm thinking.
How you doing, Andrew?
Hi, Andrew. I can't see the chat.
Okay, he says hi, Michelle, long-haired lover from Liverpool.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Yeah, he's really cool. He's also a Virgo.
Of course.
Yeah, a lot of Virgos in this place.
Yes.
I think this is the Virgo magnet.
I think you're right.
How many Virgos do you normally run into on a normal chat stream that you actually know of?
Actually, my son's a Virgo, but that's it. That's the only Virgo I know besides. Yeah, that's it.
So you have a Virgo son and you're a Virgo?
A sun sign.
Do you guys fight?
Yeah, I guess so. I was going to say no, but yeah, we have disagreements. I mean, and he definitely, he's...
Yeah, is he one of those picky ones that are like demands his room and be a certain cleanliness, or is he more like the opposite that says, screw it?
No, yeah, that's the problem with him. He doesn't give a rat's ass. He's, he just goes with the flow. He does do that, but also too, even though he's a slob, he wants things a certain way.
Well, how old is he anyway? Because that might be a difference too.
23.
Okay, so he's a bit younger than Andrew, and but he's still at that formative age when he's probably still picky about other things, if not cleanliness. He's probably picky about things being done a certain way.
Right. And like soap, certain soaps, and he's got to have a certain toothpaste.
Okay, yeah, I kind of same way. Certain smells will trigger him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they could trigger him in good and bad ways, like some happy smells, like the one I mentioned. She liked to smell pumpkin spice, which was okay, but it wasn't pumpkin spice. For me, it was always the smell of bleach. Freshly bleached washed socks.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I hear you.
I love the way captions turned that out. Quality Wash Act. Why is that a new federal regulation? The Quality Wash Act?
I don't know. That's just what we need, another regulation.
Yeah, he does too. Angela likes to smell clean stuff with bleach too. Yeah. I mean, it's just that, like I said, there's certain smells that I do like, and there's certain smells I absolutely cannot tolerate.
Like what?
Oh, for example, I cannot stand cigarette smoke. Do not do it in front of me.
Yep.
I will not tolerate cigarette smoke.
That's
Mary
understandable.
Jane don't bother me, but cigarette smoke, because my parents are chain smokers. No, thank you.
Oh no!
I had to live with that as a kid. I don't want to live. I don't have that in my house here.
Did
Once
they
at
smoke
work.
in the car too? Because I know my parents did, and I was always car sick.
Yeah, you car sick too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I never got into cigarette smoking. I tried it as in high school, but I was like, what is the point of this?
I'm glad.
I'm
glad
putting
you
a
didn't.
burning piece of paper in my mouth.
Yeah, that
Oh, it's
tastes
supposed to
horrible.
make you feel good. I said, I'm sorry, my lungs don't feel good doing this. This sucks.
Or my throat, or my
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am a smoker, but I mean, I quit for about 4 months, and then the election happened, and not that I'm blaming that. Yeah, I am.
Oh, I guess you're a Trump supporter like me then.
No.
Really?
No.
You supported Biden?
I really.
Supported you supported a third candidate then.
I'm not. Yeah. Well, I'm not crazy about Biden, but I wanted Trump gone.
Well, I think Trump may be a little bit bombastic, but he did a lot of good things for the country, though. You can't really say he didn't.
No, I can't. I mean, there are some things that I really respected. You know.
Yeah.
I don't thoroughly hate the guy or anything like that. I just don't believe he had any business in any kind of political office ever.
Right.
But I mean, people can disagree. There's still some people that think he's still president. So
yeah, I know there might be some people that think he's still president, but he's not.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe he can be president again in 2024. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, look, if Biden really messes this up, and then obviously people are going to either put Trump in or going to put another GOP candidate in.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, they're going to point out the truth. Look how much money we're spending on the GDP, the gross demand. I mean, on the stimulus packages. Well,
yeah, but I mean,
working, but Trump did one too. He did 2 of them himself.
Yeah.
Some people are mad. They think Trump did a terrible job on the pandemic. I don't think he did a terrible job. I think he actually.
I think he's just he was inept. I think he just was ill-equipped and totally overwhelmed.
That's I agree. Ill-equipped, definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, his people were not giving him all the facts because they didn't know all the facts themselves.
Right.
So I mean,
there's a lot of blame to go around. I mean,
there's blame everywhere. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Blame is everywhere. Somebody somewhere screwed up. And then they screwed up their persons, and then their persons kept giving him bad information.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of our governor here in Virginia, Northam.
I've heard of him.
Well, yeah. He actually, I was pretty impressed with him. Pre-pandemic, and initially when everything started to happen, I was pretty impressed. I thought he was really on the ball. He had his stuff together. He was making plans, and respecting science, and then he got COVID himself, and ever since he's been total shit, worthless.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's understandable that as far as policy goes, this basically kicked a lot of the people in the cojones. Okay, just big time.
Yeah.
They were not ready for what was going to have to happen. Like now we got these lockdowns, and you have these mask mandates. You got Fauci saying this. You got the Republicans saying that. You got the CDC saying this. You got the WHO saying that.
Not to mention, that every state was saying different things. you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, from one, it only takes me half an hour to get to West Virginia, but West Virginia was having different rules
Right.
than Virginia, and likewise with Maryland. It was just insane. You didn't know whether to bring a mask or don't get, you didn't know what to do because one state to the other was it varied.
Right. It's like entering a different country with different immigration paperwork requirements, right?
Right.
And some now, for example, go to New York, you have to show your COVID passport.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And if you didn't get the shot, you're not going nowhere near New York City.
Yeah, that's true. Well, supposedly Virginia, we're all supposed to be able to get the shots now. But I called as soon as I got my message, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't mean you." Yeah. They were like, "Oh, yeah, no."
I don't know. I think this situation is not going to be over by December, despite what some people are saying.
Yeah, I mean, it would be lovely if it was, but I don't think so either.
All I want to do is I want the soup kitchen open so I can get inside, so I can eat, sit down, and have a meal.
I know it.
I mean, there's no picnic tables outside. It's gonna be getting warm enough. Maybe people might want to sit outside in the soup kitchen on the lawn and eat there.
Oh, sure.
Why not? Why not? Right? Oh, we can't eat inside. No one said you can't eat on your front lawn now, did they?
That's right. How many people does the kitchen? How many people do you suppose they feed?
You mean they feed? They feed anywhere from 70 to 80 people a day.
Wow.
Now with the possible war on the east of the continent is getting worse, but I think Putin is just testing Biden. Yeah, well, I think he sees Biden as a pushover.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping. He does that to everybody, though. I mean,
yeah. But the thing is I know that, but I know that Trump and Putin got along pretty well. Because I think Putin saw respect. You better give this guy respect.
I don't think he respected him at all.
Well,
I think he saw somebody that he could tell him how great his golf game is and what a great president he is and get anything he wanted.
Well, it turned out that wasn't the case.
But still.
So basically, which means that I think Putin began to realize that, hey, this guy's is quite capable of being a leader, and I'm not going to put. I mean, I already tried the soft stuff with him, and he ain't soft. So I'm going to treat him with respect because he deserves it. But Biden, he's probably laughing his ass off.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. To me, I know he's old.
Warheads in the Southeast Europe. The France and UK will defend this, but I want us to keep out of this. Yeah, the Crimean War back in the 1870s, 1840s. The Crimean War. I'm not talking about the Korean War. We're talking about the Crimean War. There was one originally back in the 19th century.
Yep.
So this would be the Crimean War 2.0.
Yeah, nonsense is what it'd be.
Yeah, because what it is that you see part of the Ukraine wants to go back to Russia.
Yeah.
And part of it wants to stay in the EU.
Right.
So why don't we just do this? Make East Ukraine and West Ukraine. Problem solved. Those that want to stay in the Ukraine on the Russia side, go to the Russia side. You want to stay on the Western EU side, move to the EU side.
Right.
Would have been simple enough to do.
Well, it seems simple to us.
They have 180,000 troops now at the border.
Woo.
Yeah, that's still a lot of people, though. But you know what? The one thing about people don't realize about situations, depressions, and serious recessions is it's almost always war to get you out of them.
It's true.
So
historically, that's basically the only way we ever have.
That's how we got out of World War II. Out of the Great Depression was actually because of World War II. People don't want to think about that because the Depression lasted from 1929 to about 1939.
Yep.
And was only just starting to come out when World War II started.
You're right.
All of a sudden, we kicked the American infrastructure into high gear, making weapons and rationing and lights out, air raids, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that was when the American economy was kicked back into full gear.
That's right.
And then, of course, since we were behind, we were supporting the UK, we're supporting Britain in World War II. Because we got into the war after they started getting bombed by the Germans.
Yep.
We were behind the enemy or behind the front lines. We were actually making the supplies that they needed, like the spam and food supplies.
Yep.
Because that was what we could do because we were way behind the front lines. But at the same time, we were not immune either because we had the situation going on the in Midway, the Battle of Midway, and all the stuff in the Asian theater. So we were really kind of getting fighting on the war on two sides.
Yep. I'd forgotten that. You're right.
Yeah. So that's something you got to remember. And also, to be a world war, you need to have more than one country fighting each other. And we do have the potential of having Iran saber rattling and China saber rattling. And North Korea probably would pick Russia's side, only because they are still basically loyal to Russia. So China probably would pick the Roman side. If they don't, they pick Russia's side.
Korea would be insane not to side with the Russians because financially.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, they're also kind of a cohesive block of countries.
Right.
So, here's the biggest problem, as we found out in the Cuban Missile Crisis, is Cuba. Cuba is still allied with Russia.
Yep.
And they're not that far away from Florida, so that's a concern,
Yeah.
They probably might still have the Russian ICBMs out there, too. We have some of ours, too, nuclear weapons still, but not as many because of the SALT and the START treaties. But I don't know. I think it would probably be more likely a conventional war, I think, to start out with. I don't think it's going to go necessarily into the thermonuclear department.
Lord,
because it's a war and nobody wins. And you start throwing out ICBM nuclear weapons, it's definitely not a war that anybody's going to win.
Nope.
Not when everything's all radioactive and you can't march in to get that land. You can't take the land because it's all poisoned.
Yep.
That's no good.
God, Michelle, I was I actually started reading a book the other night about the ladies that used to what did they call them? The radioactive.
Okay, fallout shelters.
No, the women that made.
Oh, the clock faces.
Yeah, they put the uranium or whatever.
Yeah, radium. They would put it on the faces of timepieces. Yeah.
Yeah, and they would put it on their lips. So when they went out at night, their lips would glow.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he probably gave himself lip cancer too in the process.
Well, of course, but just think about that though. All these, Think about what women have went through just for just to look good or what men think.
It's almost as bad as being a match girl back in the 1880s, 1870s, when they were making matches, because the same thing with the white phosphorus in the match heads.
Right.
But it was everywhere in the factory, and the girls would get phossy jaw, which would just basically just tear up their bones and their skin and brutal and break them and disfigure them, and
yep,
that was a nasty job.
Yeah, they're
making matches, But of course, today, matchmaking is a lot more safer, more refined, but still, you still want to at least still need a match sometimes, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. If it happens and I'm running out of the street with a liter of whiskey and my smell.
Oh my God.
And the flying saucers will stop the next. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because they have already had experience with flying saucers disarming nukes back in the 1960s.
I remember that.
And actually, real story actually happened in a nuclear bay. Or ET flew over first for the hell of it, he armed them, and then they disarmed them. And it totally freaked out the men watching the weapons. And they're like, how in the hell, what is this person? How are they able to do this? Right. Without even connecting into the system.
What gives? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't, I don't remember it like I was there, but I remember the story.
Yeah. And now, of course, the Pentagon has agreed, and the public report pointing out that they're going to be confirming that, yes, ETs are real.
Yeah.
I never denied that they were real. I always thought they were real.
I always thought they were real, too. I mean, there has to be something.
Too many damn planets, though, that have no life on them. Excuse me. I mean, it's theoretically possible that maybe the reason we don't see all the life on a lot of the other planets is because we're in the wrong dimensional plane. But that doesn't mean they don't have life. Maybe we're in the wrong plane and they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe on their plane, maybe Earth is nothing more than an empty husk.
We're just dinosaurs to them.
Or it might be just the dinosaurs. And after all, if you watch the TV show Sliders, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
parallel Earths, parallel dimensions. Why not? I mean, it's possible. I mean,
it is possible.
Yeah. I don't think they're extraterrestrial. I think they're interdimensional. That's also very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe they are interdimensional, but they're from another galaxy in their other dimension that they come to this dimension, then they stream over to this dimension to see what we're doing on this Earth. So maybe they're interdimensional to extraterrestrial.
Well, yeah.
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 They say
so
there's
Michelle,
another
you
Earth,
meditate?
like 2 million light years away, but it's definitely earthly. Who knows? Maybe that's where the blood elves live.
You don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. I mean,
know.
It's not impossible. Well, let's see how many people are watching the show right now. Well, I don't know, but it looks like they're doing okay. Yeah, we're gonna get ready to go to the soup kitchen soon. 8. Yeah, that's good for a morning show. 8's nice. Pretty normal audience participation for a morning show.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so the point is that we're going to have a live show tonight. It's going to be a normal type of live show. It's not going to be adult only. So don't.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we're not going to be willing to talk about some adult topics, but within moderation.
Right.
Hopefully. Last night was just an experiment to see how many people would show up. A lot of people showed up.
I tried to, and I got home right as soon as you were wrapping up, and I was like, no, I was devastated.
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault. I mean, I was just sad because I missed
My
the
show's
show.
on at always regular time. It always it starts at 7 at night. You know that.
I know, but I guess I hadn't paid attention to the time. And it caught up to me. And then when I got home, I was like, no.
Well, at least you can always watch the reruns. At least that's better.
I did,
right?
and I left a thumb.
And of course, like right now, you know. So, by the way, what do you look like? I see your thumbnail. Well, what does you look like in person? I mean, on the does your camera? Yeah, what do you look like if you turn on the camera? Well, I wanted to see what you look like real quick.
Okay, a mess. Here, hold on.
Okay, it's okay if you're missing that. All right, you look fine. No worse than me.
Look, Michelle, I'm painting.
Yeah. When is that you're working? I see pictures on the wall there.
No, it's a barn door, and I'm painting it.
Oh,
see?
You're painting that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See the flowers?
Okay, it's different.
Yes. And I made this chandelier.
All right. So you made that yourself, huh?
Yeah. And just let me tell you, don't bother doing those. Just buy one. It's way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. But you saw the blood elf candelabra in the bedroom scene, right?
Yes. I love it.
I'm talking about it real quick because I just no problem. It's on the computer here. Oh, let me go to OBS. It's on OBS so I can switch the background on. Stupid. Yeah. All right, I got it. So let's just switch so rough, the screen on. I just want to change it. Let's just pop a button here. Okay, so this is the blood elf bedroom. You see those chandeliers behind me?
Love.
Those look like a combination between candles and electric.
Oh wow.
Those got real candles, but you notice that the candles are kind of electric blue, like LED blue.
Yeah.
So it's like, so they're not white necessarily. I mean, now they look a little lighter since they turned up the cam up, but then you look at them and on the game, they're like the candle wax itself is glowing blue.
It's so neat. That's really neat.
So I would like to do is I would love to make one of those. I'd love to find some of those real candelabras. Maybe
I'll look for you.
Ideally, I'd like to keep them burning candles, but the problem is I'd hate to have to wake up every morning and light every single one of those things every day.
Yeah, no. I'll look for you. I'll look because yeah.
And then you can see the blood elf bed there. That's a canopy bed. The thing is, you noticed, if you will, it's actually an octagon. It's not even round. Everybody thinks it's a round bed. It's not. It's octagon.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's cool.
I wanted to decorate my room like this for real. But behind the bed is the drapes and the windows.
Right.
Yeah. That's kind of what I would like to have done with the game in real life is do just that. Just decorate it. Just like that.
It looks so nice, Michelle. It really looks nice.
Turn that background off again.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it does. I like I said, it's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't want an electric candelabra.
It could be either electric or one that runs on propane or butane or some natural gas, maybe.
Okay.
Why not, right?
All right, I'll look.
If you can get access to gas, why not? Just connect the gasoline, open a valve in each one, and just light them.
Okay.
Or I guess you could put electric ones too. I've seen some of them. Some of them actually were electric ones that were made electric from the beginning, and they were expensive. I was like $1,000+ each.
Luckily, I know some people that usually, I mean, they're local antique dealers.
Yeah.
And we work together a lot. I fix a lot of their furniture.
it's just a lot of stuff. That's kind of cool, you know. I used to know another antique seller. Her name was, I think it was Hippie Chick. Or was it Hippie Piece? I think it was Hippie Piece.
Was she on? Yeah, she was online.
She's in New Jersey.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she's delightful.
Yeah. I haven't seen her on YouTube in a while.
Me either. I was just going to ask.
But if you see her again, just tell her, hey, Michelle was wondering how you're doing.
I certainly will. Yeah. And if you see her, tell her Megan was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Michelle, you meditate, you said.
Yeah, I do.
Do you do it every day?
No, not every day. Once in a while, when I really feel it, I need to, then I do it.
Right. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I don't meditate at all, because sometimes I don't meditate in a formal way, but then the way I normally meditate is informal anyway. It almost always involves using music. But I also sometimes meditate while watching a video, and then sometimes I fall asleep in the bed and I wake up like a few hours later. Oh, okay. Yeah, what was I thinking about? Oh, okay, that was cool. Oh, go back to sleep again.
Where was I? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Silvermoon. Yeah. You like it too, huh? That's my Benjamin Silvermoon. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you have to meet the innkeeper. The character, this NPC is an innkeeper. She's a real looker too. The only thing is she's always staring at her bookshelves. It's like, why would you be staring at your bookshelves? Why aren't you at least greeting the guests by looking at your guests?
Nah, she's probably just more interested in her book.
I think somehow I came up with a backstory for her, which is it was her father's, and he died. She got it. She ended up giving up her university degree to manage this thing.
Oh.
And she misses those days of going to finish her studies at university. Someone's on my panel here. Let's let him in. How you doing, Paul?
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
We're going to be going to Soup Kitchen in about 25 minutes. But how you doing today?
Nice. Happy 420.
Yeah.
Happy 420.
Yeah. So we got Megan on the other panel.
Yeah, Megan. Is that Megan Fox from chat?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Nice. Good evening, or good morning, Miss Fox.
Yeah.
It's good to say hello to you. I see you in chat all the time. Good to
likewise,
to
likewise, a pleasure.
Michelle, were you up here talking about? Did you say you do masturbation and music?
No, meditation and music.
Oh, meditation. Okay, because I came in and heard you and Megan here talking about, and I thought I heard you say, yeah, I don't do masturbation in the traditional sense. I usually do it to music, you know. But I was going to say, sometimes I have like a YouTube video on in the background or some music or the TV. So it's really not that odd, you know, because it's happened to me before too. I get it.
Yeah, me too. I've been caught with maybe like some Prince.
Okay.
I was just we started out talking
Michelle.
about...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna say, Michelle, I can give you an amazing track to meditate to. I love to meditate to myself. I'll pass it along to you. It's a great musical piece. I think you might really like it.
All right. By the way, I was talking to Megan about the song by Marie Osmond called "Welcome to My Little Corner of the World." It would be perfect for
masturbating?
No, for making a slideshow with Silvermoon.
Oh, okay.
Because the song's lyrics fit in so much, like it was really designed for a lover, introducing her lover into her corner of the world. But it's like, what a beautiful piece. Started out with the song at the beginning is zoom in and entrance to Silvermoon, walking over on the bazaar, walking into the inns,
and then you masturbate.
That's natural.
Sorry, Michelle. Yeah, no, I love the idea. It's a great concept.
Hey, Andrew, how's it going today? Andrew and everyone else in chat, good day to you guys. Good day.
Well, Andrew's rightfully concerned about what's going on in Eastern Europe right now.
With what?
Putin and the Crimea.
Oh, yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't want to, he doesn't, they don't want to have another war over, European history of Europe is pretty long. They fought over by kings and warriors and dictators, and nobody wants that. And
I agree. I live in a war zone myself, Michelle, and it stinks. Nobody likes it.
Speaking of that, obviously, how are the natives feeling about the possible Chauvin verdict?
Oh, I don't live in Minnesota, but you know what, Michelle? Either way, the people are gonna riot.
Yeah.
No matter how that verdict turns out, people are going to riot. Or whatever you want to call. We'll say protest in finger quotes. People will protest no matter what the outcome of that trial is going to be.
Right. Exactly. And of course, it doesn't help when Maxine Waters stick her big nostrils in the way.
I hope they let him walk personally.
Regardless of the outcome,
yeah.
Yep. It doesn't matter what it's going to be. I hope they acquit him personally. But that's just my opinion. I
think it's just stupid. That
I would agree.
I don't know. I just think it's dumb. And because the reason I say it's dumb is because look at what's going on. It doesn't make any sense. Because what good is rioting really going to do? It's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to change the verdict. It's just going to destroy property, destroy lives.
Yeah, it's senseless. No sense of community whatsoever. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Notice I live in probably one of the worst countries in America, and we've never done anything like that here since these protests have started. So, just goes to show. It goes to show.
Oh yeah, Andrew's no doubt about it. Stormwind's okay. I couldn't even think of a song to match Agamar at all. I don't even like Agamar.
Somebody think that
I only think of Agamar is.
You could always say, you could always play Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money."
Megan, do you play World of Warcraft by chance?
I do not.
Oh, I just heard you reference.
But she's watched me play it, so she can.
Okay, fair enough.
I've heard you guys talk about it. And
fair enough.
I can't even think of the right song for Agamar.
Um,
That's.
I don't think I could. I mean, working in a coal mine, maybe.
Oh shit!
Working in a coal mine. So it looks like
a
dirty, dingy factory town. That basically.
Yeah, I don't know, Michelle. Maybe some men at work or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Hey, Paul, what's up? What's on your agenda today? You not working?
It's a good question, Megan. It's a good question. I got one of my brothers coming over to smoke some marijuana with me a little bit, and then got to do some house cleaning, and then I don't know. I'm not quite sure. It's pretty cold.
Andrew, I don't know. Here's part of the problem. Here's the problem with the Chauvin situation. First of all, his police force authorizes the officers to use that move. Okay, I don't think it was premeditated, so that doesn't put him in category 2, murder 2 or murder 1. But he did it on his job, but his job authorized the use of that kind of a hold. So,
not for that amount of time.
Why didn't any of the other officers stop him?
How long are you supposed to use it for?
Yeah, I think the other officers almost are more guilty.
I mean, they stood around and just, I guess that would make them an accessory or an accomplice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, like I said, as far as
And also, who in the hell? Where
We'll
in the hell?
we'll have to see what's going to happen. I really don't
Where in
know.
the hell are these people getting this pill with methamphetamine? Fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known some pill heads in my time, and I've asked around, and they don't even know. They're like, "Damn, what?
So
Where
Paul,
did he get that?" Yeah.
So Megan is Virgo also. Angie's Virgo. I'm
Sun
Virgo.
sign.
Paul is Taurus.
Michelle, you're not a true Virgo though.
The only
were
one
over
we
this.
don't have
That's
of the,
that's your chosen sign, Michelle. That's your chosen sign. You're not
So
technically a Virgo.
we don't
though.
have Capricorn here right now,
you're
but
an
that
I'm
is
not technically a Virgo either. That's just my sun sign. I'm a Scorpio.
oh
Oh,
okay.
you're Scorpio.
Oh,
Okay.
you're a Scorpio. Okay. Okay.
How do you know what your
the
sun
same sign
sign is?
your same sign is Skynet. Okay.
No, Michelle. Her regular sign is Scorpio. Her sun sign is Virgo. I believe she was saying.
Right.
Right.
Your sun sign is your regular sign. Well, what's
Oh,
I
have no.
When were you born? I mean, what was the month and day of your birth?
November 9th.
Yes.
You definitely would be Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah. How do you find out your second sign? I don't get how all that
You
works.
You go to say like Cafe Astrology, and you look up your chart. You enter in your time of birth, place of birth, and it will give you your chart. Like I have my chart, a real chart, which is amazingly because it's got a lot of Virgo in my real natal chart, which is amazing.
You know how I feel about all that, Michelle. It's just voodoo. It's just all voodoo.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I feel kind of like the same with stupid stition.
Yeah, it's like a fortune cookie or something, you know. Like your horse looks like a fortune cookie or something like that. You know, it's just I think it's just all made up. I don't know if there's no.
I don't know. I've been tracking this. There's a lot of interesting things I've seen so far. Looking at actual nature versus nature, and as far as the astrology charts coming, there's some very strong correlations.
I just wonder how astrology all came about anyway, in regards to like I feel like it's kind of like a Bible in that it was like trying to analyze people's
There's
behavior.
not exactly a Bible. It goes back thousands of years. There's a long history of
the
it.
Bible.
Yeah, I think what Megan is saying is that it's like it's man-made. It's nothing natural.
Right. It's a classification system that was created by man, but basically it was because man saw things, they saw developing trends, and decided to do a very Virgo trait of basically putting in the categories and subcategories, and so we got the beginning of the zodiacs we have it today.
Well, who's to say?
Conformity.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Megan.
No, I was just saying that it's a form of control, social.
Oh yeah, I mean, who's to say we couldn't make up our own astrological sign right now? And
damn right, because I could be.
Well, there is a 13th sign. Some people talk about, which is called Ophiuchus.
Confucius. Confucius say, "Man who stand on toilet, high on pot all day."
That's what I am. That's my sign.
Yeah, Confucius.
Look,
Confucius say, "Man who go to bed with stinky butt, wake up with smelly finger." I know Confucius, Michelle. I know Confucius.
Ophiuchus. It's another planetary system.
I thought you were talking about
the 13th. It was the 13th zodiac sign that's pretty much was lost to obscurity throughout the years. There used to be a 13th one that they just consider returning back into the chart. Which confuses the 11 of Jesus out of everybody because everybody thinks of the 12 and those are 13th in some disciplines.
I think we should add 15 more.
I thought that they changed.
If you include Ophiuchus, theoretically speaking, I am a Capricorn.
Right.
What about karma? Do you guys believe in karma?
Yeah.
I believe in karma.
I don't. I mean, how can you have all these people running around, these weirdos, rapists, killers, running around just fine, and then innocent people just get shit on for no good reason? I can't believe in karma.
Yeah, Schmeckle, I agree with you 100% there. And when I say I believe in karma. It's not so much a belief as more
Right.
of a
You know, it's like a belief.
a
more like-
dire need to
Right. No, but it's something you kind of live by. You know, you put good out there. You don't want to get good back. It's how you should live your life. But you know, unfortunately, like I said, got a bunch of weirdos running around scot free, and then nice people.
My
you know,
ex-husband's just he's living it up.
Girl
I mean,
mistress,
there's
so
a-
is the moon.
yeah.
The book by Robert A. Heinlein, The Moon is a Hearse Mistress.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's almost time for me to get ready to go to the soup kitchen and grab a bag of food. Hopefully, it's a good lunch today.
I
Yesterday,
hope it's good. Yeah.
Hopefully you get
yesterday
something
was
good.
not edible for me because it was macaroni salad. So, because I'm allergic to
And
mayonnaise.
Mike didn't
So.
like it either, and it's still in your fridge.
Well, you got that cake, Michelle. You got
Yeah,
that
the
cake
sausage
yesterday.
pieces are in my fridge.
Yeah.
They're like, really?
Yeah, Mike says, "Oh, I didn't like that." So
I said,
stuck
why
it in
didn't you
your
throw
fridge."
it out then? You
Yeah.
know, why are you keeping it in my fridge? I don't want it.
What the hell? Yeah.
You're taking up space. You know, like
Yeah,
if you don't want it, when in doubt, throw it out. Don't leave it there.
When in doubt, throw it out. I like that, Michelle.
I
When
like
in
that
doubt,
too.
throw it out.
I was taught when I was working in food service. That was just a cute little thing that keeps you in your mind when you when in doubt. If it doesn't look good, don't smell good, doesn't look like it's any good, toss it. Don't use it. Okay, especially if it doesn't look good, doesn't smell good. Throw it
I
out.
don't know. I got some science experiments going on in there in mine, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes
I
I
haven't had
forget to
time to
clean out the
cook,
fridge,
so-
and you'll
Yeah.
get something with like some hair growing on it or something.
Sometimes it's fun. Okay.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up for now. I'll see you guys tonight at 7.
Great
Alrighty,
talking to
Michelle,
you.
have a
If the
good
weather's
day.
cooperative, if the weather gets warmer, maybe we will do a show on the porch tonight. I don't know. I'll have to look and see what happens.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
so I'll see you guys later tonight. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yep.
Bye,
Yeah,
Schmeckle.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.
Yep. Okay, let's get ready to head out here. Good. So, everybody, I want to thank you all for coming. Absolutely good show for the morning show. A lot of concepts, a lot of talking, a lot of interesting thoughts. Did I close all the windows? Yeah, you did. Okay, good. So, tonight I'm going to see you at 7 o'clock Eastern time, like usual. 11 viewers. Not bad. So, we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock tonight. Either inside or outside. I don't know which one yet. So, don't rush me into something. All right, let's see what we can do. Hey, I got an idea. What? You didn't try chroma key on the porch yet? No, I didn't. Could you do the green screen on the porch? I don't know how much the computer work hard, but it possibly could. The green screen is kind of hard on the computer because it's a lot of work. Right. All right, guys. But for now, I'm going to let you go. See you tonight at 7. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.